Hi guys, it's me, just listening again, and I just heard a dingy news story that happened this weekend. It turns out that Donald Trump went coughing again. Yeah, and I know that's a big surprise. That's a real big surprise that he goes coughing again for the 30th weekend in a row or whatever it is. He's so busy doing coughing that he can't do anything presidential. Like run the country or keep inside of a war that no one wants to be in or anything else. But that wasn't the big story that I wanted to talk about this time around. It turns out that it's if you zoom out a little bit from seeing the big blob playing golf again and seeing him sure, you will actually see a little bit of an interesting thing here because Donald Trump is now golfing with a new friend of his. And can you guess what that new friend is? Well, it turns out that Mr. Trump has been palling around with with a drone interceptor and possibly a missile disruptor or something or other. Anyway, the point is that he's being followed around on all physical courses now with a giant drone defense system. And this is particularly funny to me because, like my old pal Agent J used to say, you don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. So basically, this is pretty much a problem of Trump's own making here because he's worried about people assassinating him, which, you know what, being that he's the president of the United States in a war, I would think that that'd be a big security issue. That's why he wanted a big protective ballroom and such. But why in God's name is he out in the public eye where anyone could just take they could do him in right then they right in the open. It's not like he launched a laser beam down and then over his head. So, if you're so concerned about your safety and protection, why the hell are you outside doing your golf thing? That's one question that I want to know. Okay? The second of all, why does Trump always have to incur so much cost to the American taxpayer to protect the middle ass? Because, it really does project quite a bit of strength out there when you got this, when you do your daily routine with the addition of a high-tech security defense force machine. I would think that'd be enough for the Secret Service to see some drone or something come toward the president or police, as people know him as, and just go pew pew pew, and that's the end of the drone. No, he gotta spend untold millions of dollars on a defense system that we, the American taxpayers, have to pay for. So anyway, I view this as basically a problem that Trump incurred on himself and that we have to pay for. And no kidding, right? That's pretty much his only job right now. Waste on taxpayer money, our time, and our efforts. But I think that it's his fault because he's a bumbling idiot with protective, and that and that we should and that Iran is really pissed off, and that they made death threats against Trump. Now, this is not new for a president to be under threats and warning about his own demise and stuff, and and people taking God's got out of his hands. The big H for his. But I feel that because Trump poked the bear, did not listen to any warnings on anybody. He made it 5 times worse for himself. You don't see JFK do, you didn't see JFK mooning the anybody in that we were at war with in Vietnam or whatever. Not Vietnam, any of his political enemies being disrespectful to him, or you didn't see it. Richard Nixon, for example, giving the finger to anyone, I am not a crook, a bitches, or like, you never see, Harry S. Truman making a big, screw you type thing to anybody in World War II or anything like that. Although that would be awesome to see that, or President Franklin Roosevelt doing the same thing, whatever. But I feel that Trump has been more disrespectful to everybody else, and doing his bullying ways and his might makes right type of thing, and plus the fact that he's very forcefully drilling oil and minerals in Greenland right now as we speak, so that's like a big no-no, especially since you have to have most information. So basically, Trump is doing everything in his power to make himself #1 enemy around the world, which is not too pleasant. Also, the fact that he doesn't like to listen to advice on drone technology and drone defense and all that from the Ukrainians, saying that I know better than the Ukrainians, all the Zelensky, which is a bad move. Anyway, there's also another note too, where I make it sure of, saying that I'm more worthwhile to protect than say you guys out there. Sure, I'm pissing off the Iranians, the Russians, the EU members, Chinese, and so on and so forth. But you guys can all stay put. You guys can all stay calm, knowing that they won't go after you guys. You guys are all safe and sound in your bigger houses. I got my bunker I gotta go to. I got Camp David to go to. I got my defense system out on my golf courses, which you guys pay for, by the way. So I do find that very annoying and very aggravating. Let me know if you guys share this sentiment with me that it's of his own choosing, and he's making it something worse for himself. And who's got to foot the bill for President? That mangy ass of his? We do. The American taxpayer do. It would be nice if Trump said, no, I'm pissing these people off. I'm angering the world. I want extra protection on my back. Let me pay for it. I got enough money to choke a doggy. Let me take care of it. But no, he gotta milk every last dime out of the American people. And his security detail, but will probably be for the rest of his term. or life, whichever comes first. And whichever comes to end first. Next thing you know, you'll see Trump going to a golf course that he owns, surrounded by a row of tanks or something that rip up his roadways and his nice smooth golf tees and that kind of thing. And speaking of which, I think it was absolutely horrible that he made fun of Joe Biden, even though he had died of cancer, and that Trump just had to go for the low blow, that low gut punch to Biden. And he can't let him last months or so in peace. He's always got to be thrown in everyone's side to the bitter end. So yeah, fuck Trump. Yeah. God will be kind to him. And neither will we either. But yeah, I will put my socials in the description box below. I salute all troops. Fuck POTUS, Trump POTUS, because he's a worthless piece of crap that we keep on footing the bill for and everything. For extra defenses they call themselves need. So they disgusting and nasty human being. Quite possibly the worst human being in the world. Because I view Donald Trump as like one of the guys who is a giant parasite that just mugs everybody for all the words. A very opportunistic guy that just takes the opportunity and runs with it. So that's his ability. And and it would come down to a situation where we are nuclear bombed and all that from other countries, what Trump would do? Trump would be like, okay, I'm gonna get into my bucket real quick. You guys can just stay. You guys will be safe. You guys will be safe and sound. I act like a keyboard warrior. I act all brave and stuff on the keyboard on my Truth Social posts. And that's all true. Everyone dying of disease and cancer and weapons and stuff. But I'll be safe, so I don't care about you guys. All I care about is your votes. And the midterms and the Civ Act. That's all I care about. So my own orange ass. So yeah, let me know if you guys like this video. Peace out, my brothers and sisters. I'll see you in the next video. All you girls and guys and salutations.